Importing GeoData, such as OpenStreetMaps and OpenTopography, into Rhino via Grasshopper. First, make sure that your Rhino file units are set to meters. This data will be presented at full scale. A file in the tens of millions of millimeters will cause display issues. In Grasshopper, we are going to use 3 plugins: Caribou for OpenStreetMaps, Heron for topography, and Human for baking the geometry out to Rhino with their attributes. If you don't have an OSM file to begin with, go to openstreetmap.org and select the Export tab. A panel will appear on the left with the coordinate of the visible map. Click to set manually and adjust the window either in the map view or in the text boxes. Clicking Export will normally give an error message that the selected area is too large, so go back and click Overpass instead. This will start the download. Rename the file to something more descriptive than the generic map name that is given, and add a .osm file extension. Beginning in the Grasshopper definition, we have a file path param that needs to be referenced to the file just downloaded. The benefit of Caribou is that it makes possible to import specific features from the file instead of all at once, which helps with processing large files. The Specify Features component starts with no features selected. Clicking on the large button opens a new window with a list of the top-level feature types. A good place to begin is with Natural, as it gives a sense of the position and is usually quick to process. Click Update to close the window and see the result. OSM data are given as points, called nodes, and polyline shapes, called ways. In the tag output, you can see that there are different types of natural features. For example, there are nodes representing individual trees, and some ways that represent woods, while others are labeled coastline. Click on the Filter Tags button and expand the section labeled Natural. This will show the subtypes that are present in the file and how many of each. Comparing to the original Specify Features menu shows that there are many, such as Fjord, that do not appear here. Deselect one of these trivial subcategories and close both windows, and the Specify Features component will update, now showing a long list of subcategories. In the report output, you can read the results of each subcategory. This file uses a short Python script to automatically select all of the subcategories that have results, and only those. Finally, this geometry can be baked into Rhino, using the layer structure to organize the data. When enabled, the Layers component from Human will immediately add the requested layers to the Rhino document, and these layers can be added to the Create Attributes component. To direct the geometry when it is baked, simply change the toggle from false to true, and the geometry will bake to the Rhino file. Be careful with these, as they are considered always on. This can be useful to very quickly import data. For example, switch the Specify Features to Arrowway, again, with one subfeature deselected, and the corresponding data immediately goes into the Rhino file. However, if left set to true, it can also easily result in duplicate copies of the geometry baking over and over again. Switch the toggle back to false, and disable the group to be safe.